Very good morning, students. Welcome back to the computer science class. In last class, we studied functions. In functions, what is function? What are the advantages of functions? Then, how to define a function? How to call a function? Define a function with parameters, without parameters. Similarly, define a function without parameters and call. So, at the last, we seen arguments, function arguments. So, function types and function argument types. You have to remember these words while asking questions in 2 marks, 3 marks, or 5 marks. Function types are 4. Function argument types are also 4. Function types, what are those? User defined functions, built-in functions, lambda function, recursive function. Okay. Okay, these are the 4 function types, classifications, the types, the kinds of functions. Then functions which are having arguments. Functions may have argument or may not have. Okay. So if the function having arguments classified into 4 types or defined into 4 types, then we can call. Those are function argument types are function arguments. Function argument types are required argument, keyword argument, default argument, variable length argument. So, function argument types and function types, different questions. You have to remember, this is very important one. Sometime while writing 5 marks or 2 marks, some of you get confused. Okay. Then, in last class, function type arguments, we seen required arguments. Required arguments are the compulsory. Whenever functions are defined with a specified number of arguments, you must pass when you call it. You must pass when you call it. For example, if you define with 1 argument means you can call that function with 1 argument. Define with 2 arguments means call with 2 arguments in same order. That is very important thing. But in keyword arguments, the same thing, but we can give the number of values, passing the values while calling the function in any order, improper order, by using their keywords. Keywords are nothing but the name of the arguments defined in the function definition. Name of the argument defined in the function definition. Then we are going next type. Default arguments. What is default arguments? In function definition, some of the parameters or arguments are assigned with some values. Such a kind of arguments or parameters are known as default arguments. Default arguments are the arguments initialized with some values. Here, salary is the default argument, name is just an argument. Okay, this is also seen in last class. Next one, variable length argument. Variable length argument means if you define a function with 3 argument means you must call that function with 3 arguments. Suppose if it is consist of default arguments means we need not to pass the value for default argument. But other arguments you have to compulsory pass it. Okay. Variable length arguments means for each calling the number of arguments may be differ. Such a kind of arguments we can define. The argument name is, that keyword is preceded with asterisk symbol. That's all. So here if you call this function with no arguments or any number of arguments, no arguments or 1 argument or more than 1 argument, that means For example, here we seen last class print numbers is a function, star numbers is an argument for in n or n in numbers. So all n will be printed. This statement must be indented. Here an error mistake. The statement must be indented. One more indentation, nested indentation required in your textbook. It is given as a wrong one. You have to correct it. Then the entire program indentation is correct. Then if you call this the print functions with 2 arguments, here the print numbers function called with 3 arguments. Both calls didn't display type error mistakes. So the output results. So the best example, last day I forgot to say, the best example of variable length arguments of functions we already studied, that is known as print function. So in print function, in Python, print function itself is an example of such a function which supports variable length arguments, because sometimes in print function we pass one argument or 2 argument or more arguments. So that is known as variable length arguments. But in input functions we cannot read more than one value at a time. But in print function we can display more than one value or 2 value or 3 value, etc. etc. So print function is a variable length, consists of variable length arguments. The function consists of variable length arguments. So these are already we completed. Then next we can go for anonymous function. In types of functions, user defined function is completed. In types of function, user defined function is completed. The second one is anonymous function. Built-in function is there. We deal in later. Anonymous function. What is anonymous function? Anonymous function is a function defined without name. It is normal functions are defined using def keyword. In Python, anonymous functions are defined using lambda keyword. That is the major difference. Instead of def keyword, we use lambda keyword. Hence, anonymous functions also called lambda function. So far, this function is also called as lambda function. So instead of def keyword, we just using lambda keyword. What is the use of lambda or anonymous functions? I already told this yesterday. Lambda functions is mostly used for creating small and one-time anonymous functions. Whenever the functions are very smaller or doing some simple calculations, we need not to write as a function. We can use as a lambda function. Define it as a lambda function. Lambda functions mainly used in combination with functions like filter, map, reduce. So filter, map, reduce. Lambda functions always used in filter, map, reduce functions. But these functions are beyond this your syllabus, beyond your scope. So we need not study about the functions of filter, map, reduce. But this is very important in lambda function. These functions are very important functions while using lambda functions. Here we just study what is lambda function. That's all. Okay. A lambda function can take any number of arguments and must return one value. This is compulsory. Lambda function is an unnamed function or anonymous functions. Instead of def keyword, lambda keyword is used. Lambda functions, whenever the functions are small functions or one-time anonymous, we can use this combination of functions. This used along with the functions filter, map, reduce. Then lambda functions can take any number of arguments and must return one value. In the form of expression. So lambda functions can only access global variables and variables in its parameter list. So this can clear by seeing this syntax. This can be cleared. Lambda, here lambda, instead of def lambda, then without brackets. Square bracket is optional one. You can pass arguments or not passing arguments. then expression. I can explain this. I can explain this by using the word okay. Lambda functions. Actually, lambda is a keyword. Arguments are optional one, square brackets are optional one. Colon compulsory. Don't forget this, colon compulsory, then expression. This can be rewritten as, for your convenience, I can written this as for clear understanding purpose only, I can rewrite this. What happened? Okay. Variable is equal to lambda arguments. Arguments may be parameter 1, 2, etc., etc. P1, comma, P2, comma, etc., etc. Pn, any number of parameters you can define. Expression means you can perform any kind of operations. Here the expression by using these parameters can be evaluated here. Okay, we can define the expression. This expression result is the return value of the lambda function. So lambda function always return a value from this expression. So you can define expression here. This expression can evaluate these variables. For example, P1 plus P2 or P1 into P2, etc., etc., something. For example, we can define x is equal to lambda lambda of a comma b comma c comma d colon a plus b into c divided by d. So this expression performs operations based on these arguments. So these are the arguments. So how to call this lambda function? Lambda function is defined by using lambda keyword. Okay, without variable lambda function is called. If it is called means it can do just an execution, but it must return a value. So this is the definition. This is the exact clear definition, clear syntax for your reference. This is the example definition. How to call this lambda function? Simply call x space, x is the name of the function, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 are respectively stored in A, B, C, D. Then this expression result will be evaluated, that will be stored in X, that's all. So we can call these functions by using the assigning variable name. Lambda function can be called. Likewise, in your textbook, the example is given. Sum is equal to lambda of argument 1, comma argument 2, colon argument 1 plus 2. This is sum of. Here I forget one thing, bracket. Function means it must consist of parentheses. In definition, no parentheses here. But in call, there is a parenthesis. So these two are passed as arguments. So the same program can be executed, typed and executed means what will happen? 30 and 40, 70, minus 30 and 40, 10. This is the sum, the message as it is displayed. The message as it is displayed. Then sum, this calls this variable lambda function. So 30 is passed to argument 1, 40 is passed to argument 2. Then it will perform this given expression. Then this given expression returned by the lambda function to the assigned variable. So after that, this call statement will be returned with 70 value. So this message along with the result will be displayed. Again the function, same function is called. How the function is called? Lambda functions. Before the keyword, lambda keyword, what is the variable name given? That name is the name of the function. Here there is no name for function. Lambda, then list of arguments. So function is unnamed, but indirectly it is named by the assigning variable. Okay, this expression result is evaluated. So this is the syntax you can write in your exam, but you can understand by using this one. Okay, so this is used to define lambda function. Then to call lambda function. These are the two statements. These are the examples. Okay. In call statement syntax, here call, how to call? Variable bracket the same p1 to p arguments. This is the call statement syntax. This also for your reference only. So from these two you can clearly understand. Okay, then here the return statement. Next one is, first we can go through this in Python programming software. File, new file. Okay, paste here. So here the lambda, sum is the function. Okay, next 30, 40 file, save. Python test programs, lamp, F5. The sum is 70, the sum is 10. We can obtain the output results. Then next one, actually I gave an example in your textbook. Likewise, we can say this as X, this as A1, this as A2, this A1 int A2. Okay, is also possible. Then the result is result is X. So editing, say one more example for you. The result is 1200. So this expression is evaluated. 30 passed to A1, 40 passed to A2. Then here we performing some expressions. These expressions can perform these arguments only and global variables. These arguments and global variables. That is given in your textbooks. The above lambda function that adds argument 1 with argument 2 and stores the result in variable sum. Result is displayed using print. Okay. Lambda functions, here it is given, can only access global variables and variables in its parameter list. That means, very important one, this function, this x lambda function can access these variables, these arguments list only in this expression. And global variables. What are global variables? We dealt in later. Okay. Then that's all in anonymous function. So user defined functions can be defined and called with parameters, without parameters. With parameter means there are 4 types of arguments are there. In lambda function, unnamed function that must return a value, that must have an expression, that must return a value, but unnamed. Okay. This expression can perform operations on the defined list of parameters and global variables only. These are the important things you have to remember it. Okay. Then this function is mostly used along with the functions filter, map, reduce, that is beyond your scope or syllabus. Okay. Instead of def keyword, here lambda keyword is used. That's all. This lambda function indirectly acts by the assigning variable name. Within the bracket, the number of arguments, defined argument values must be passed. If you define with 2 arguments, you must pass 2 arguments. This is compulsory one. This is as required argument, you must pass the specified number of. Otherwise, error mistake will be displayed. You can see that also. Suppose single argument.